I just want to connect on a different level with you this video, and I hope you will take the time and hang out with me. I was so camera shy. But I was so camera shy. I was so hard on myself, even when I was thinner than I am now. I accepted who I was, and I put on 10 pounds. Difficult mentally to wrap my head around. And I expected it. Like, I'm expecting this. I was still hard on myself 6 months ago, 7 months ago. Now I'm healthier. You know, depression's kind of around, sadness is around, frustration is around, growth and stuff, which is amazing, but there's been comments on my videos that are questioning my intention, and that's not okay with me. That's not okay with me. Maybe that's an MLM thing, maybe that's just a life in general thing. I don't know. I don't know anymore. You know, thanks for the view if you're here just to leave a comment that questions who I am. You got and it's so easy. So instead of blow drying with a brush, just has a freaking brush on the freaking blow dryer. So freaking nice. The messier the better. Like, just go for it. When you perfect it too much, that's when it becomes very just like uniform and not kind of like fun in a way. So that's the way I kind of think about it. I just like, okay, OCD in me wants me to like make sure it's really curly, but no, I just want it to look like a wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right here. Right here. I'm sure I'm gonna get this question. How I don't wash my hair for a week. I had to train it, which is really nice because I hate showers. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing something a little bit different today. I'm gonna just chat with you and just kind of update. I don't know, I just feel like sometimes it's good. I'm doing something a little different today. It's not gonna be MLM related. I might bring it up every once in a while because I do want to chat on things, but I also have been getting, since my last video, requests on how I do my hair. I guess that's a highly requested video, so I will take you through how I do my wavy hair. I honestly don't have like a set routine. I just do it, and normally it's like, that video I think was either 2 or 3 days after I had curled it, so I just kind of do whatever, and however it lands, it just lands. But I'll take you like the main routine I go with it, but I just thought I would also talk to you and kind of give you an update on life and this year and this frustration, and maybe you guys can relate with me, and I just want to connect on a different level with you this video, and I hope you will take the time and hang out with me, and we'll get started. So I'm just gonna take you through some time lapse of me putting my makeup on and just chat over feelings, thoughts, concerns. It's a little bit more of a difficult video for me to film, I guess. It's not gonna be my most happy and confident video, I don't think, just because I haven't been in that headspace lately. I've been happy, but I just haven't been confident in who I am and my, just all the things I think we all go through. And thankfully, that one thing I think this year has taught us is to be okay with hard times and admit it and openly talk about it, and I think that's okay. And I've seen a lot more people just stand out and do that, and I think it's so commendable. I think it's needed because we all feel this way, and sometimes it's very isolating if you don't reach out, or if you don't look for that, or if you don't share your feelings on things. So I just wanted to chat on that and just touch on a few things. I won't go super in detail because I want this to be a short video and get straight to the point. But I guess the first thing that I do with my hair, I shower. Sometimes I'll sleep. Usually I'll do it at nighttime, or if I'm home I'll just do it in the morning and let it air dry. I do this thing. I'm gonna link it down below because I've done that before. I love this thing. It's something where it's super quick. So if you're like, I have wavy hair. I did brush through it once already, but like if I were to scrunch it, it would be pretty wavy. I love this thing. So like if I just want like a quick Saturday I want it to dry it, I just want it to be kind of straight, but I really don't care, I'll do this. And so I probably will do this just to show you how it works. I love this thing. I got it off Amazon. I will link it down below. If I can find any of this stuff on Amazon, or if I can find dupes or something, I'll link them too. But I just started doing this way. I'm gonna be using, where's my other one? Where's the actual curling iron I'm going to be using? So this is the curling iron I will be using. I have had this since college. These two are oomiee brand. I don't know if they're still around or not. I have also the thick one of this one, the 1 inch or something. This must be a 1/2 inch one. I have no idea. I'll show you how it works. It just has the button. It doesn't have any temperature settings, unfortunately. But I'll show you how I use it. So this is what I typically have always used. I have been trying to do that new beach wave type. I know Whitney Sims, I've been referencing her a lot. She does it the style. I know Brad Mondo does it a certain style with this. I've tried it. Maybe I'll try and demonstrate it to you guys, but I'm still learning how to perfect it. not even perfect it, just make it look decent. So I will just take you through my steps. So what you will need, depending on your hair type, I do use a straightener just to get my roots because I get kind of wavy curly up here. But this is what I typically use, just a 1/2 inch wand. And today I'm just doing a casual look today. I have primer, I have my tanning drops if I want to look a little bit more tan. It's 2:30. I literally will explain this, you guys. It's 2:30 and I'm just getting ready for the day and I'm just feeling up to snuff to be doing something. I will talk on that in a second here. I'm gonna get going. I just need to think of my next step to do. I've talked about this before in a past video. I do really like this still. I'm still using this little brush thing. I'll put that in my Amazon link to things below as well. It was like $9 at the time. I don't know what it is now, but I do like it. So one thing I guess I can start talking about is, you know, it's hard to stay in a positive mindset all the time. I know I haven't been doing one of you guys were like, I came here from my podcast, from your podcast, I'm quoting her. Came here from your podcast and waiting on a new episode. And as much as I really appreciate that, I don't think I've uploaded one since June, probably the beginning of June. I think it was like only one episode in June that I uploaded. I don't know, this year I just, with everything changing as far as me leaving Beachbody and, you know, podcasting just kind of started everything for getting my voice out there. I was so camera shy. I've always wanted to do YouTube, and I think that's why I've always wanted to do YouTube. But I was so camera shy. I was so hard on myself, even when I was thinner than I am now. Last year, a year ago now. It's almost been a year since I started my podcast. I was so hard on myself. I was freaking so hard on myself. So I didn't want anything to do in front of the camera. I would pick myself apart. I would beat myself up. And then this epiphany happened since I started making videos and I stopped Beachbody and everything. I accepted who I was and take me or leave me kind of a thing. And I think that was the best and most freeing feeling. Is it still hard? Absolutely. Do I still pick myself apart? I certainly can. Will I take things out or whatever? I'll try to hide whatever I can if I'm uncomfortable with it, but sometimes I'll just embrace it too. And it's been hard, especially right now, because it also, I don't know how, if you guys, I know the last one I touched on it, it was when I was kind of doing the day of a day in the life of a Beachbody coach. That one, I talked about my decision to go all in. And so basically I'm listening to my hunger cues. I am not limiting anything. I am working out when I want to, and I just started doing that, and I'm not working out. I don't have a set schedule. I'm doing a Whitney Simmons program, but I'm not following that to a T at all. I'm eating when I'm hungry. I stop when I'm not hungry, and I've put on 10 pounds because I've had doctor appointments, and thankfully my periods are still staying normal and everything's looking healthy, and that's the whole goal. And the hardest part right now, I would probably say, so I started probably in March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It's been 6 months since starting, and I've put on 10 plus pounds. That's very hard. That's very difficult mentally to wrap my head around. I've noticed, like, lately it's been really hard for me to want to show up in front of the camera because I notice it, and I expected it. Like, I'm expecting this, and I just didn't realize it'd be this difficult, but it is. Some days are better than others, but I don't know, it's worth having, like, that's why I hate diet culture, because I feel so not acceptable, and that's the hardest part, is I feel so unaccepted when I am beautiful, and we all are beautiful, but I feel like sometimes, like a lot of the times, we have these standards that we are supposed to meet up to, and it's really frustrating. And now I'm really hard on myself. I'm being but like the thing is, I was still hard on myself 6 months ago, 7 months ago, you know. I was always hard on myself, and now I'm healthier. I am healthier. My reproductive organs are actually working how they should, you know. And I'm having all these crazy, I don't know, I thought about doing documenting this all-in journey with you guys, and let me know below, you guys. I got it from Stephanie Buttermore. She is doing the all-in journey thing, and she's done it for over a year now, and you should really go go watch her and just see where I'm coming from and see where she's coming from with it. And I'm very excited about it. I really think it's just gonna, I don't know, I think it will do amazing things. But right now I'm at a hard place with it, and it's mentally very hard and exhausting. And with everything going on in this world already right now, it's really hard. So if you guys want me to document it, I've been told, my mom told me, she's like, she doesn't necessarily agree with what I'm doing because, you know, everyone's so into this diet idea. It's very easy to, and sometimes I think to myself, it's like, well, maybe I should just go back. Maybe I should just start doing things again. But it's like, where has that gotten me before? That's where I keep thinking. It's like, but before, when I was doing that, I still wasn't happy. I was still picking myself apart, and I just need to try this and see how my body reacts. So the goal is, essentially, is you're supposed to get to your set weight. So once your body recognizes, oh, you're getting food, you're not in that famine state, you're not starving yourself, basically. It's like, okay, so you're hungry, so when you eat, it's like, eat everything you can because I don't know when I'm gonna get my next meal. The idea behind this is once you start to do that and your body recognizes that it's constantly getting food, it's gonna stop doing that hormone, sending that hormone saying to eat. And, you know, everything's gonna start normalizing again, and your body's not gonna be so swollen. Because right now I'm at the swollen, I'm at the weight gain, I'm at all of the things, and it's frustrating, but you know, it's really kind of interesting too. So if you guys want me to document that and kind of document my journey, let me know. Yeah, I just want to touch on that and let you kind of give you an update on where that's been, because it's been good. And of course, I'm a big foodie, so it's been kind of fun because I love food, and I've been trying to do better about eating the sources and everything and whatnot, but I'm also trying not to think about it because I want that diet culture out of my freaking head. So that's my thing on that. I think it just all contributes to everything with the pandemic, with where am I at? Let me just with my weight gain, with YouTube, growing on YouTube, which is really exciting. I feel like I'm just being, I don't know, with everything, like I said, the pandemic and everything, it's hard, and I feel like everyone's going through it, and it's okay. I think it's really cool to me that everyone's kind of addressing it, that, you know, depression's kind of around, sadness is around, frustration is around. And on top of that, we all have our own family or personal issues going on. That's around. And it's just, the little things just shouldn't matter at this point, but sometimes they do. And as far as that goes, and like my channel, and you know, there's been comments and stuff on my, because of growth and stuff, which is amazing, but there's been comments on my videos that are questioning my intention, and that's not okay with me. And I want to make sure I'm sticking to my intention behind those videos. So I've been trying to reevaluate that, and because I never want my character to be questioned, because that is not why I do this. My intention of making anti-MLM videos is to show the whole view and not just see people see this painted fake picture that people want you so badly to see in these MLMs. I'm trying so hard to just, you know, have a little fun with it and poke a little fun, but at the same time add commentary, but at the same time educate and just bring full awareness to what this really is. And so when I'm being questioned, that's not okay with me. And when everything is being twisted and my intentions are being twisted, that's not okay with me. So that's something I've been thinking about and just reevaluating, and just kind of like, okay, have I been crossing any lines? Have I, you know, I just need to do that. So that's what I've also been doing, and that's been on my head. So that's why I'm doing this, and just doing this, something just fun with you guys and reconnecting with you guys. And I hope that's all right. But yeah, I just want to touch on that. So we're gonna get in, I'm gonna stop blabbering now. I think I kind of touched on a lot of the things I wanted to. If not, I'll pop back in, but I better continue to get ready, otherwise it's gonna be very long. So here's a time lapse, let's go. Oh, also on top of that, I know I just want to touch on my DM situation and my comment situation with my part-time job. It's just been exhausting, the whole thing about sleeping in. So I wake up with, you know, whenever Adam wakes up, and then I fall back to sleep because I'm on scrolling TikTok. You know, I just lay in bed and then I fall back to sleep, wake back up, fall back to sleep, and just kind of enjoy my day off. When I know I should be working, and I know this is happening today, and I kind of had that plan, but sometimes I still, in the back of my head, I feel guilty, you know, because I feel like we have to sometimes, we're always pressured to meet these standards and always be busy and always be doing something. And maybe that's an MLM thing, maybe that's just a life in general thing, I don't know anymore, but I always feel like I have to be doing something. And so I've really been trying to teach myself to, no, it's time to just relax. You can do whatever feels right to you, whatever is good for your brain, whatever gonna keep you healthy and sane. do that. So that is why it takes me a while to get back to things, and I love your guys' support so freaking much. I love that, but in order to be here and to be fully me, I have to take care of myself too, and I think you guys understand that. You guys are seriously so good to me, so I just wanted to touch on that I acknowledge the messages and the comments, even if they're crummy ones that are not making any sense, but I do acknowledge them, and you know, thanks for the view if you're here just to leave a comment that questions who I am. Just thanks for the view. But okay, back to the time lapse. I don't know if you got that went in my mouth. Okay, so I have not seen this before. The Morphe, I really did swallow it. Luminous setting spray. I don't know how it's pretty new. I don't know, like I can't give reviews on the job of it, but it smells freaking amazing. So good. Now the next step, what I will do, so this is where I'll either let my hair air dry, or if I'm in a hurry, it only takes 16 minutes max if my hair is like wet. What is that TikTok? It's wet. This is my hair wet. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It does not take long. So I'll kind of show you really quick how I do it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So let's go. And I do use a heat protectant. This is the one I use. Can you see it? Aguage. And I try to do a middle part. I love it, but I have a cowlick, call it cowlick, whatever, right here. So it kind of ends up going to a sideways middle part, but whatever. Oh, I didn't spray. Didn't spray. So it's been like, what, 3 minutes? Maybe 2 to 3 minutes. It's just such a nice way to just get a little something done. Feel a little put together if you don't want to do the whole curling and whatever. And it's so easy. So instead of blow drying with a brush, just has a freaking brush on the freaking blow dryer. So freaking nice. Makes it super soft and super smooth. So yeah, that's that. And I'll just go do the rest of my head. Okay, so I'm just putting my jewelry on to feel more like myself. This is just the brushed out, and I don't usually make it all the way dry. Like I can feel like a little bit of dampness left in there for the rest of it to air dry. And I should have noted that, so like for me, usually I do my front pieces first just because they dry faster and then they kind of start to wave or curl up. So I kind of forgot about that part, but I'll end up straightening them anyways. So this is what it looks out. It just feels really healthy and really soft after I do this. I don't know. I usually just do this and leave it, call it good for a day, a weekend, or whatever. You know, tuck it behind the ears or whatever, puff it out. That's a typical, like I would go to work like this. I feel good like this. But I will show you how I do my curls. First step, you can do a little bit of this, do a little spritz action on it. I like to take, like, so like if you're someone who has wavy hair or curly hair and you just really want that nice finished look on top and at your roots, I do like to go and maybe even recommend just taking a flat iron straightener and just kind of get those pieces straightened out really quick. It takes all of, you know, 10 seconds. Like see right here, like it just kind of starts to flip up a little bit. I just really don't want that, especially when it gets humid and stuff out. It really accentuates itself. So it's not humid now by any means, but I just like to kind of just straighten things up a little bit, get it ready like this. Yeah, I like to straighten those out. Pull everything up. Okay. Go underneath. And there probably is easier ways, better ways, whatever, you could do this. I just have always done this. I really don't care. If you have any better ways, let me know. But I think, you know, I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I might just zoom in a little bit. Okay. I feel like I'm so far away from y'all. So now what I'll do is I turned on my curling iron. I'm gonna half it again. So it might get a little crinkly now because it's not all the way dry. But it's fine. I'll just end up fixing it. Just plop it on top of my head. Nice like that. Brush it out. Like, I feel like I would totally have just let that look. Like, I liked it. So now, this is just, it really is this simple. And I know I'll show you the one that I also am trying to learn. But right now, this is what I'm doing. And this is the hairdo I was wearing. This is the hairstyle I was wearing in that video that I got a lot of compliments on. So I really appreciate it. I just take, like, I look at this, if it naturally separates, I'll take 2 pieces, but honestly, what I have found is the messier, the better. Like, just go for it. When you perfect it too much, that's when it becomes very just, like, uniform and not kind of, like, fun in a way. So that's the way I kind of think about it. I just, like, okay, OCD in me wants me to, like, make sure it's really curly, but no, I just want it to look like a wave. So then I just wrap it. Then I leave like a good inch out. Can you see that? And I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop it. Drop it. Leave it. Throw it back. Separate. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right here. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really. So it's just like a mental thing. I just sit there and go. And then I know it looks kind of uniformed right now, but once I brush it out and play with my fingers or whatever, it'll be better. I kind of like to get like a little different. I don't do the whole frontwards, backwards thing. I just like to make it different because I end up tossing my hair over, or my part separates naturally sometimes. So I just leave it. I really just curl to get it done because I just don't like getting ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to do it one time. Okay. And then when it comes up to my front pieces, I used to always do it right next to my head. I'm starting to realize to do it a little bit differently, so I'll show you when I get to the front pieces. Like on top. Next side. And, you know, I always get asked how I literally wash my hair once a week, sometimes twice a week. Gross, ew, I don't know, not really. But that's how I just keep it. I don't know, it just stays better. And like, you know, once you work with dirty hair, it works better too, it stays longer. So, you know, the next day, tomorrow, when you know, more than likely I'll have to fix a few curls, plop it on really quick and fix a few, or I just leave it and it turns out nice. Sometimes it'll just literally stay there. I don't really use hairspray. I finally just bought hairspray like this month because my sister always goes over, do you have hairspray? Do you have hairspray? Nope. And I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing, but I'll sit there and I will kind of pull on it too. I don't know why, if it even does anything, but I like to keep, so I'm not too picky. One thing I want to note is I'm not too picky with the bottom layer just because I want it to look longer and not so curled and done up. The top I'll be a little bit more particular on, but the bottom I really just want it to have some sort of movement and curl and just look unique and kind of messy and cute. So that's kind of my goal with that hairstyle. And so now what I'll do, I'll either just have a ponytail, because I don't know how you guys do this, but I just don't want to deal with, you know, looking in the back of the mirror and seeing what I curled and what I don't. I like it to be separated because I do it by 2 layers. And so if I have a ponytail, which I don't right now, I'll just use like a clip or something and separate them. So when I pull this down, I don't have to worry about looking in the mirror. I can just feel or go like this. I don't have to get like a mirror and look behind my head to see what I missed and whatnot. So that's kind of my tip on that, is that's what I like to do. And if I do feel like I need to fix anything, I will really quickly. Like, I'm not picky about it much at all. Okay. One thing I'm trying really hard not to do is get to the top of my head, because I always used to do that and I just kind of like poofed it out. I want to just look relaxed and like it's falling from my ear down or temple down and not super high up. And I will do like accentuate like 6 pieces on top. I learned that from a stylist that I used to go to. She always kind of did the top 6 pieces or something. She'll pull it. So this is something I try. I used to always go right up here to curl. I'm trying to pull it down more and just have like 1 or 2 loops, because I have shorter hair right here, and just drop it and just have it kind of just be there. And I can always fix it up later. So I just remember, like with hair, you can always heat it again, even though it probably isn't the best for it. And I just curl like my little underpiece there. Sorry, I should be looking at you guys, not the mirror. My mirror is tiny right here. So actually, let's try it. So this is what I'm seeing people do now, and it's just very hard because sometimes it'll turn out and sometimes it won't. So they go like this, they go down, they'll do this whole thing. 1-time loop, bring it out, go like this, and then curl it 1 more time up to where that little twist is, and then they kind of pull it out and drop it, and it just kind of does this. It's not cute. It's not cute like that. But then if you actually have a whole head of it and you start to separate it and everything, it kind of just looks like messy beach waves. This is like what I struggle with sometimes. It's not the best thing for me. I'm still learning that. So I'm just sticking with what I know. And I will try and get thinner pieces on top just to have that movement going. Variation. Oh yeah, the question, so I'm sure I'm gonna get, ooh, dangerous. I'm sure I'm gonna get this question, how I don't wash my hair for a week. I had to train it. I literally would have to deal with a little bit of greasiness and use dry shampoo for a couple weeks, and then eventually just got used to it, and now I don't need to all the time, which is really nice, because I hate showers. And no, I really don't have a dry shampoo that I love right now. I'm using Wetless or something, and this one I probably prefer the wet. Gosh, I don't even remember which one I like better, but it's not like I'm wowed by either one of them. So yeah, I was trying to find a more natural one because I was using Batiste because I like that one, but it's just so full of not natural stuff. So let's see. So now what you can do after this point is you can either just toss it and leave it like this, let it cool off a little bit. I kind of sometimes will just go like this and leave it. If I'm digging like that kind of more bouncy look, I'll show you the back. So like that, I have no idea what it looks like, so hopefully it looks good. But one thing I do like to do is once it's kind of cooled off, I will, for like that one day that I did it on the video that I did, you guys liked it. I did like run my fingers through it and maybe went like, you know, once it kind of cooled off a little bit. There's a piece I don't like that. The thing is, one thing to remember is like, don't get so much anxiety. I know it's easy to get frustrated with it. With something like this, you can always fix a curl, you can always fix it. So don't be too hard on yourself if it's really frustrating or it's whatever. I think messy is cute. And so what I do is I can either take my fingers, I can take my brush, or like a wide tooth, I don't have it with me, but just like a wide tooth comb, and just run your fingers through it and it'll make it super beachy. But I think I might just leave it like this for now, so it can, I'm kind of digging it, I kind of like it. So I might just leave it like this for now, and then eventually, by tomorrow or whatever. That way tomorrow it might be a little bit more relaxed and it'll be just more like, hey, chill vibes, casual looking vibes. But I do really like this. You can tuck it behind your ear. You can do... So I really do like, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. I don't set it in any way really. If I'm going out and I don't want my, like sometimes my line back here will show. So I'll, you know, brush it back and do a little bit of product in there. But you know, if I don't have to do product, I really don't want to. This is something I do like though. It's dry texture spray, so it's kind of like sea salt spray, so I'll just kind of make it a little more beachy if you're looking for that kind of a vibe. I don't need it in my hair right now. I'm just gonna stay home, but I will spray that in there, just kind of give it a little beachy look. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want more of this, let me know down below if you want anything else, a different tutorial, a better tutorial, whatever. I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like, dislike, and subscribe. I love to have you guys here. I'm so glad this is growing. It's just been, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with kind of what I was talking on and touching on. If you ever need someone to talk to, please, please, please feel comfortable enough and okay enough to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to talk to you. And like I mentioned, like it's hard for me to sometimes get back. I'm allowing myself to not be so compelled and work on my phone all the time. I'm trying so hard to not be stuck to it and feel obligated to always be on. So I do apologize if it takes me a while to get back, but I do always try to, if I don't see it, send, like, you know, if I don't see it within a week, if I'm not getting back to you within a week, send it again, because sometimes Instagram, like I'll say like, okay, go to my unread messages and it'll only pop up a select few and then it'll just kind of hide the rest of them. So I don't know why it does that, but I miss them and then I won't see them for another week after that or something, because I'll like try and scroll and make sure. So if I'm not getting back to you, make sure you just send another DM being like, hey, get back to me or something, okay? So I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye. So I just looked at it, just make sure the back of my head looked decent. Guys, that line is exactly what I talked about. I don't know why it does that, but that line is why I maybe will do thing. But I always just try to take my brush, if you deal with that, because it's not like it looks bad, but like it's just not my, you know, I like it when it looks full. So I'll just do a little comb and I'll just like kind of play with it, because I noticed it wasn't totally broken up back there. So I don't, that wasn't my full potential there. You know, if it, I can't tell if like my line's there, but I like to just have it like just kind of messy. My line is still there, but it did look better with everything when it's separated and I kind of play with the hair curls. It does look better. Yeah, that line of mine is a huge frustration. So if you have any tips, yeah, so I usually, with that line in the back of my head, I just tease and look at the back and I spray it. Sometimes I spray it, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for being here. Love you so much. Bye.